3 servers, 1 GPU, 1 Qwen model, watch the tokens per second climb, same weights, same card. The only thing that changes is the server in front of them. One of these serves Qwen faster than the other two, and not by a rounding error. SGLang is the fastest way to serve a local model right now. There's one catch, and I'll show it to you. On a single prompt, it barely wins. Under real load, it pulls away and doesn't look back. llama.cpp is the one most people start with. One command, one user, about 35 tokens a second on a 3090. vLLM is the workhorse. PagedAttention, built from day one to batch hundreds of users at once. SGLang has a trick the others don't, RadixAttention. It reuses the prefix they all recompute. So I ran the benchmark. Same GPU, same Qwen, versions on screen. Here's what actually fell out. Which one wins comes down to a single question: do your requests share any text? Start with llama.cpp because it's the easiest thing in the world. You point Llama server at a single GGUF file and you have an OpenAI style endpoint on localhost. No Python, no CUDA toolkit, no dependency swamp, one C++ binary that runs on a laptop, a Mac over Metal, an old CPU box, even a Raspberry Pi. That portability is the whole reason it exists. For one person, it's great. A Qwen27B in a 4-bit GGUF sits in about 17 gigs on a used 3090 and streams around 35 tokens a second, faster than you can read. And it holds that speed from a short prompt out past 200,000 tokens of context, because its C-core is tuned hard for a single stream. As a personal model, that is more than enough. Then a second person hits the same server, and a third. This is where the story turns. llama.cpp was built to run one stream at a time, so the total throughput barely moves. 2 users don't buy you 2 users of work, they mostly line up and wait their turn. The reason is the KV cache, the running memory of the conversation the model keeps in VRAM, Llama. CPP reserves one flat block of it, so when requests pile up, that block fills and the server can't admit more work. On an A10G, one engineer measured it, choking at 26 concurrent requests before it ran out of room. A paged rewrite of the same code scaled to 247. And this is why Ollama hits the same wall. It wraps llama.cpp so it inherits the same single stream ceiling. Benchmarks show it flatlining around 22 requests a second, no matter how many users you throw at it. The moment your tool goes from just me to the team, you're shopping for a real server. Red Hat put the engines on an H200 and pushed the load up. At peak, vLLM served more than 40 times the tokens per second that llama.cpp did on the same card. Llama. CPP isn't slow, it's built for one seat, and it defends that seat brilliantly. It just was never trying to be a fleet server. vLLM fixes the cache problem with PagedAttention. Instead of one big reserved block, it chops the KV cache into small fixed pages, exactly like virtual memory in an operating system, and hands them out only when a request actually needs them. No request hoards room isn't using, so almost nothing is wasted and far more users fit on the same card. On top of that sits continuous batching. The instant one request finishes a token, a waiting request slots into the gap, so the GPU never idles between steps. Under heavy load, vLLM keeps the card 85 to 92% busy, where older servers left a third of it sitting idle, and idle silicon is money you already paid for. And here's the part the internet gets wrong about SGLang. When every prompt is different, vLLM is not behind at all. Serving Qwen3, 535B on one GPU at 32 concurrent requests, vLLM pushed 1,743 output tokens a second to SGLang's 1,661. On unique work, the workhorse edges it, and a lot of the folklore about SGLang being flat out faster just skips that detail. vLLM also runs almost anywhere: NVIDIA, AMD, Intel, TPUs, Trainium, Gaudi, with a contributor base several times larger than any rival. Version 0.20 shipped DeepSeek v4 support within days of the weights dropping. If your traffic is a pile of unrelated prompts, or your hardware isn't a plain NVIDIA card, this is the safe default. So vLLM is the generalist, broadest hardware, broadest model list, the biggest community, and a throughput curve that scales cleanly with load. For a lot of teams, the story could end right here, but look closer at what your server is actually being asked to do all day, because most real serving traffic isn't a pile of unrelated prompts. Look at what an agent actually sends, the same long system prompt, the same tool list, the same chat history, over and over, with a handful of new tokens on the end each time. The beginning of every request is nearly identical. RadixAttention is the idea that you should compute that shared beginning exactly once. SGLang keeps every prompt it has seen in a Radix tree, a prefix tree of KV cache. A new request walks the tree, finds the longest branch it already shares, reuses that cache for free, and only computes the brand new tail. The prefill everyone else repeats. SGLang skips. vLLM has prefix caching too, but the older style keys on an exact match of the whole prefix. A Radix tree matches partial branches and handles forks. So when an agent explores option A, backs up, and tries option B, SGLang reuses everything up to the split instead of recomputing the entire turn from scratch. It's built for how agents actually think. Picture a swarm of 100 agents on one server. They all carry the same template and the same tools, thousands of identical prefix tokens each. Under RadixAttention, that shared context is computed a single time and every agent reads from the same cached branch. The more your requests overlap, the more prefill the server gets to throw away. There's a second trick most people miss. When you demand JSON or a fixed schema, SGLang compiles that grammar into a finite-state machine and decodes several constraint tokens in one step. Structured output, the thing every agent and tool call depends on, comes out nearly free instead of token by token. The numbers scale with the overlap. On shared chat history, roughly 3 times the throughput. On agent workloads with tools, around 5 times. In the original paper out of Stanford and Berkeley, on the heaviest structured workloads, up to 6.4 times the throughput and a third of the latency versus the systems of the day, and it holds at data center scale. In 2026, testing on an H100 serving an 8 billion model under concurrent load, SGLang pushed roughly 16,200 tokens a second against vLLM's 12,500, about a 29% edge on total throughput straight from the prefix reuse. It shows up on hobby hardware too. In one report serving Qwen 354B on a single 4090, SGLang streamed about 180 tokens a second, where a stock vLLM config managed 40. Same card, same weights, the reuse is doing the work while the other server redoes it. RadixAttention is just the headline. SGLang v05. 15 also splits prefill and decode onto separate workers, so one giant prompt can't stall everyone else's tokens, and it turns on speculative decoding, spec v2 and the new / kernel by default. It quantizes down to FP8, int4, even FP4, so the model still fits on your card. This isn't a lab toy. SGLang came out of a 2023 paper by Zheng Sheng and the LM Science Group, the same people who built the chatbot arena, and it now runs some of the largest LLM deployments on Earth. When a fleet has to serve one shared model to millions of users, this is very often what's underneath. So let's make it concrete. One GPU, one model, Qwen3, 535, BA3B, a mixture of experts that keeps quality high while only firing a few billion parameters per token. 3 servers, versions locked, SGLang 0.5.15, vLLM 0.20.1, and llama.cpp on the latest build. Same request stream through each, and we read tokens per second straight off the wire. Round 1, every prompt unique, nothing shared. vLLM leads at 1,743 tokens a second, SGLang just behind at 1,661, and llama.cpp, built for one stream, flattens out far below both once the requests stack up. With 0 overlap, there's simply nothing for the Radix tree to reuse, so the workhorse takes it. Round 2, give every request the same long system prefix, the way a real agent or chat app does. Now SGLang's line climbs away from vLLM as the shared prefix grows because it skips the prefill the others keep repeating. The longer the shared context, the wider the gap opens. This is the curve the whole video is about. Round 3, crank the concurrency up to 100 users at once. The two GPU servers keep scaling. vLLM and SGLang both eat the load and hold their tokens per second. Llama. CPP's line goes flat, then its queue backs up behind it. This is that 44 times gap from earlier, drawn live on the same card. Watch time to first token while the load climbs. On vLLM and SGLang, it stays nearly flat as users pile on because their schedulers keep admitting work. On Llama. CPP, it climbs a staircase. Every new request waits in line behind the last. So the wait to even start growing your answer scales with the size of the crowd. Put the three side by side on the workload that actually matters: shared context, real concurrency, and the counters split apart. SGLang out front, vLLM close behind, llama.cpp holding its single lane. Same GPU, same weights, same prompts, the server in the middle is the entire difference. So which do you actually reach for? Reach for llama.cpp when it's you and your model. A laptop, a Mac, a CPU box, a quantized GGUF you want answering in 30 seconds flat. For a single seat, nothing beats how little it asks of you. No server to babysit, no dependencies to fight. Reach for vLLM when the prompts are all different and the hardware is anything but a plain NVIDIA card. Batch jobs, one-shot classification, offline generation, AMD, or a TPU in the mix. It's the broadest, safest bet, and on unique work it matches or beats SGLang outright. Reach for SGLang the moment your requests start sharing text, agents, chat with history, RAG with a fixed context, structured output with a fixed schema. That is what production serving actually looks like all day, and it's exactly the workload where RadixAttention runs away from the field. That's the real answer to the fastest way to serve. It was never one number on a chart. It's a question about your own traffic. The more your requests overlap, the harder SGLang wins. And for anything agentic, they overlap a lot, and it costs you almost nothing to try. A pip install of SGLang, one launch server command pointed at a Qwen model off Hugging Face, and you have an OpenAI compatible endpoint on your own box. Point your existing client at localhost, and not a single line of your app has to change. One thing that makes the comparison fair: all three run the same quantized weights. llama.cpp reads GGUF from 2-bit up to 8, while vLLM and SGLang take FP8, int4, AWQ, and GPTQ. So the model isn't the variable in this bench. The exact same 4-bit Qwen runs on every server. Only the engine changes. Match the model to your card. On 24 gigs, a Qwen4B flies, a 30B mixture of experts, stays fast because only about 3 billion parameters fire per token, and a dense 32B fits in 4-bit if you keep the context sane. For local coding agents, Qwen 3-coder 30B runs near 130 tokens a second on a 3090, plenty for real work. 3 servers, 1 GPU, 1 clean split. llama.cpp owns the single seat and the laptop. vLLM owns the unique prompt firehose and the oddball hardware. And SGLang owns the shared prefix workload that real serving is actually made of, which is why it takes the crown for serving Qwen. If you serve a local model to more than yourself, SGLang plus Qwen is the fastest thing you can stand up today. Grab the numbers, run the bench on your own card, and tell me the tokens per second you get. I read the comments.